everybody, and welcome to Monday morning's live stroll. It's Bank Holiday Monday here in the UK today, so we're going to do a longer walk. And we normally do those on a Sunday, but if you did join me yesterday, you will know that we had little Ralphie out of us as well. Now he can't do the longer walks, so yeah, we were out for about 35 minutes yesterday, so he did very well, but he does struggle. So left him at home with some breakfast, so hopefully he'll eat that whilst he's got a bit of peace and quiet, then Azra can have hers when we get back. So be out for about an hour, I reckon. We're going to go right down the moor, across the A10, underneath train line, back through the next village, and then back round. That's the plan this morning. We have had quite a lot of rain overnight, hence why it's a bit grey and overcast and dark this morning. Still no need for the lights though. I did leave it a little bit before I came out. You'll know normally I'm out during the week, sort of around sort of 5 o'clock-ish. I did leave it a little bit later to leave home this morning because there's no work today, so I had the opportunity. I could have left later, but want to get out, want to get cracking on. Julia and James are home today, later tonight, so that'd be nice. I did get more sleep last night, but it was still very broken, unfortunately. So, but I think I slept last night because I needed to sleep. I think you get to a point where your body just cries out and says you've just got to sleep. And that's sort of how I felt. I went to bed at 10 o'clock last night after watching the Grand Prix, and then I watched the Tottenham Aston Villa match. And morning's Brett, how you doing? Where are you watching us from this morning? What time is it where you are? Yeah, so I went to bed about 10 o'clock after the football and the Grand Prix, and I think I just went off. And I woke up about 2 o'clock. Ralph was moaning, so I went down and let them out. Came back up. I really couldn't go back to sleep properly after that, so let's call it 5 hours sleep. It's probably 2 or 3 hours more than I've had the last couple of nights, to be fair. So, good morning to everyone just joining up. Welcome to the live stroll. It's been Bank Holiday Monday here in the UK. Azra's leading the way. We're doing the longest stroll this morning. And so do make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We're out most mornings. Channel is slightly changing. There will be a video and a short coming out today explaining all that. So I won't spoil it too much. But yeah, do make sure you like and subscribe. Weather this morning, 12 degrees, so it's quite a pleasant temperature. Today, for me, when I get home, just doing a few bits and pieces, tidying up wise. Nothing too much, I've done most of it already. Just got a car coming, so just called to get, so oh no, so hopefully it's turning off. It is. Excellent. So, yeah, we are doing the long stroll this morning, heading up. This is normally the way we come. We finish the strolls if you've been with us before. So you may recognise this, but it's obviously all in reverse. But we're heading up to the next village this morning, but we've got to go underneath the train lines to do that. Lord knows what it's going to be like going under there this morning. We've had quite a lot of rain overnight. I'm hoping it's not going to be too slippery down there. If it is, I just have to turn around, so we'll see. Anyway, where's everybody watching us from this morning? What time is it where you are? Early bird song. So yeah, in regards to what we're doing today, let's say once I get home, just go do a couple of bits and pieces, tidying up wise. Then I go and pick Mum up. We're gonna go to a couple of shops. Nothing too strenuous. Then hopefully be home easily by lunchtime. Just doing last minute sort of tidying up, clearing up. And as I say, keep an eye on Julie and James's progress. Coming back from Europe today. Hopefully, we'll be meeting in this lay-by down here around 6:30, 7 o'clock. That's what they've said. We'll watch this space on a bank holiday. If it was me, I think I would have got up this morning, had some breakfast, and got on the road. And whether they might still do that, I don't know. But I think their plan is to leave around lunchtime, which I would have just got going. They've had a good sort of 3 days, or well, one day was travelling, so call it 2 full days. They've had 2 good full days there. And what have you? We've been in the Netherlands on a football trip. And I think for the most part, from all the photos and videos I've seen, they've had a really, really good time. I think some of the parents that went and the adults that went may come back a little bit jaded, but kids have had a good time. From all accounts, I'm sure I'll hear all the stories once they're back. Okay, you're not going in there today. Thank you for the like, just seen that pop up. And so do make sure you like and subscribe. Channel is going to be going through some changes which I've explained in a short. It's coming out tonight. It's important for people to understand. Thank you for the comment there. I can't see it flashed up. There's a like there. Yeah, it's important for people to understand when you do lives every day, it does sort of restrict you when you're walking around to sort of the other content. You know, sometimes I'm using the Ray-Ban Metas, sometimes I'm using the other phone, and you don't always get the time properly to do it. So that's why I think it's going to be a Tuesday and a Thursday now. We're not going to be live on Tuesday and Thursday, just so I've got time to do the stroll, get all the content together, you know, and do it properly rather than rushing it. So that'll be explained in the vlog anyway, the proper vlog. I'll explain it. The short here wasn't as much time, so that's more of a thank you and a challenge, which you'll see later. I did say once we get over 1,000 subscribers, there would be a challenge put down for the next 1,000, which I have. Morning. Which I have put down. That's my word. I've put the challenge down. So you'll see that later on as well. Let's say like and subscribe, hit the old bell, you'll know when these are going live. But I think the short is going live at about 10 o'clock UK time this morning, and the proper vlog is 6 o'clock tonight. So if you're interested and want to support the channel and also have a laugh if we get to the target, you'll see why when you hear what I'm going to do. Anyway, enough of that. I don't want to spoil it. We are heading in the opposite direction that we normally do in the week. As I say, it is a bank holiday Monday here in the UK, so it's no work today. So I can be out for a little bit longer. No Julie or James at home. As I've mentioned a bit earlier, they are on their way back today from Europe after a football tournament. They've been gone since Friday lunchtime. So they've had a good 2 full days there. I think they're leaving around lunchtime to come back today, so but personally I'd have left a bit big. But for that, once you sort of had your breakfast and tidied up this morning, I think I'd have just got going. Anyway, they'll be back when they're back. They've got school tomorrow, so I hope it's not too late. We shall see. Bank holiday travelling. Okay, so you can see the amount of rain we did have last night. Big puddle here. So what the fields are going to be like this morning. It is only a bit of a short stint where I'm not actually on the field this morning. Far shorter than we normally would be, actually. But we do have to cross the A10 up here, as we do every morning. Coming from the other direction, of course. I seem to have developed a bit of a cold, guys, as well over the last couple of days. I don't know whether it is because it's been quite warm. Sort of left the windows open at night, and it's got. Just yesterday I started noticing it, and last night it was horrendous. Woke up this morning quite bunged up, so yeah. But I unloaded the dishwasher before I left, reloaded it. Not that there's much. It's only been me. Fed Ralph and Minnie Cat. So it's just Azra and the tortoises when we get back, and myself. As I say, then I'm getting to Mum's for about 9:30. We're going to go out and do a bit of bank holiday shopping. I mean, nothing too extravagant, by the way. Well, this was so dry yesterday, so the rain hasn't really done anything to it. It's sort of gone through the cracks, really, I think. So that's quite good. Azra will go over a little jump. Oh, she made such an effort there. It's not even that high, guys. Right, it does sound like we've got a car coming from our right. So we just need to get across here. Right, let's go. Let's go. Go on. Good go. That was quite busy, guys, considering it's only 5:30 in the morning. Very surprised. I reckon what's happened there is the train barrier's just come up. Oh, this is a bit more mucky this morning. Not too bad. So if you've been with me during the week, the last week that is, we usually come from over there and round and then feed our way up here where this tree is in front and to this bridge, but we're going across the field over there. Okay. So we're going over the rickety old bridge. She's decided exactly which way we're going. She could have gone left. She could have gone right. Straight on. Come on, Azra, good girl. Whether we'll be lucky enough to see a train this morning, who knows? Come on, Azra. Good girl. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Does mean a lot to the channel. Come on, Azra, lead them. We got over the magic 1,000 subscribers. I got a little award from YouTube. So here we go. We've got a train coming, guys. There it is. And that was a fast one, so I'm quite pleased, as we've got to go under this bridge in a minute, that that's gone before we get there. Not to say one's not going to come from the other direction. There is a vlog that I did, if you're interested in trains, where I used to live in Broxbourne. It's quite an early one we did, actually. So you'd have to go back through the channel to the beginning. And we got to a train bridge just as the train was going above. Oh my goodness! I mean, I knew what to expect. I lived there for 20 years, but Azra was not impressed. It was very noisy, and we just had bad luck that we got there as a fast train went over. Anyway, I'm hoping that it isn't too slippery, because if it's that slippery going underneath this bridge, it may not be sensible or safe to do so, but we'll see in a minute. The ground doesn't seem as wet as I was expecting it to be. I mean, it did pour in the night, guys, but it has been dry for a few weeks, so a lot of it has been absorbed into the cracks, I think. You'll see why in a minute. There's no way we can go over this. I could, but there's no way Azra could go. This is designed in such a way that I think is a bit of a deterrent for people with dogs, actually. I mean, unless you physically pick your dog up, you wouldn't get through there. So we've got to go under. It looks actually quite dry, which is quite good. Azra, slowly. Right, let's go. Slowly. And we're through, guys. We survived. And there's no one there to watch it. Go on, Azra. So if you are just joining up, we've literally just got the other side of the railway lines. Heading out into the next village. She knows where we're going. Go on, Azra. Just making sure everything was still live and working after the electrical interference of the railway lines, which we are all good. Relatively quiet morning, guys, which is how we like it. Just so nice to have the light in the mornings now. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Some of you might have seen this stroll before. It is not the first time we've done it, but we don't do it every week, that's for sure. We try and alternate the longer strolls. Right, Azra's just going to the loo finally. Okay, so just got to find a bin now. So we're not in this village actually for that long. When we get to the high road, which is just the other side of this bush really, we're only on it for about 2 or 3 minutes. And then we're sort of going back towards Melbourne actually. So it's a nice circle, this stroll. But we're actually not in this village for that long. I love listening to the birds in the morning light. I don't know how other people feel about it, but I find it very relaxing. Azra, Azra. Oh, sounds like a train's just pulling into the station. It's a shame we've missed that. So just the other side of where that sign is up there, guys, is where we sort of cross and then come back into the over the railway line. So as I say, that's why I'm saying it's not very long we're in this village. It literally isn't. Azra, path. On a path. If you're new here, welcome. Azra will be catching this up very shortly after doing her sniffy. This is a longer stroll than we normally would do. But it is Bank Holiday Monday here in the UK, so hence why we can be out a bit longer. As I say, annoyingly, we've missed the train in the station. Whether we'll be fortunate to see one coming from the other way, I don't know. I'm sure most of us have seen trains before, guys, anyway, but just be quite nice. Well, so this will take us over the railway line this way. So whereas we went under it before, we are now going to be going under it. There we go. I couldn't find something, but it's definitely in my pocket. Azra is not a lover of these steps. They're quite steep, actually. I can't see those signs. If there's a train imminent, we'll wait, guys. On, Azra, lead on. On. Oh, I'm pretty puffed, guys. I really am this morning. I think it's all to do with very little sleep. I'm honest with you. Right, see if we can see when these trains are coming. Now we're on the right side. So 5:43. 6:40. 6:41. Blimey, is that the next train? Yes, and the next train, 6:41. It's an hour. I suppose it's the time of day, isn't it, guys? Right. The next bench we get to, guys, I am going to perch myself. Not because I'm knackered from that point of view. It's just my Achilles and ankle absolutely killing me this morning. Don't know why. Absolutely killing me. I just want to stretch it out a little bit at the first opportunity. Now, if you've been with me before, you'll know on the right hand side here there's usually sheep, but that's looking, pardon me, that's looking pretty cropified. Don't know what they're growing in there, can't see, but loads of crops on both sides. Nice colours on the left here. The spring flowers flowering. Got some what are these bluebells? I don't think they are. What are they, different dandelions? Not sure. Plants and flowers are not my speciality. Look, nice, it's nice to have a bit of colour. Especially on a dull morning like we got this morning. Crikey. What a miserable night it was. Was forecast though, so, and the gardeners among us will say we definitely needed the rain. So we've had a bit of rain off and on over the bank holiday weekend. I think we had some on Saturday night and then last night as well. So don't think there's any more forecast for today, though you wouldn't think it looking at the sky, but it isn't forecast. And it is actually quite warm. That's the crazy thing. I could quite easily, now I've warmed up, be out in a t-shirt, but it's sort of 12, probably 13 degrees now. Definitely feeling it this morning, guys. This wretched Achilles problem doesn't slow me down, but it just hurts like hell. Got some reds now. We've had oranges, yellows, blues, whites. Now I've got some reds. I think these are poppies, aren't they? I think they are poppies. Yeah. Certainly the red ones, anyway. It's something I didn't think I'd be doing this morning, is having flower chat with you all. Come on, Azra, lay down. More because I haven't got a clue really what I'm looking at. But I know a poppy when I see one. Went out for a lovely Sunday lunch yesterday with Mum. Nice pub in Royston called Jolly Posty. Now, do you know what, right? I was having this conversation with Julia after our hotel review of the Hotel Mallorca. People are very quick to complain. They're not very quick to compliment. And I think that's wrong. Because if people do good stuff, they should be told about it. And yesterday, in the pub we went to, the Jolly Posty in Royston, the service was 110%. Now, I know you can say, how can it be 110%? But we got there early, seated, drinks immediately. We ordered almost immediately, and the meals, I promise you guys, were there within about 10 minutes. If that, it was really quick. And then the desserts were quick as well. But I think the whole process, we were in there probably for, if we were in there for an hour and a half, I think that was a push. Now, you might think, oh, that feels like a bit of a rush. And I would normally agree with you, but it just wasn't. It was quite civilised yesterday. I say we've been in there before when the meals have taken ages to come. Now, it wasn't busy in there yesterday, but it wasn't quiet. So it was quite nice that the service was so punctual and prompt and really, really good. And I actually did do a Google review. And that's what I was coming on to say, that people are very quick to criticise and moan, but they're not quick to compliment. And that's what I was coming on to, that I did, yes, I did. When I got home, I did a Google review. Because I think people do need to know when they're doing good. So we've got a bench coming up on the left-hand side, and also a dog bin, hopefully. I think I can see it there on the left. So we're going to have a little sit down. I'm just going to stretch out this Achilles. It shouldn't be too long, guys. But Azra, enough. Right, let's get rid of this bag first, which is absolutely full. Right, Azra, just going to sit down. Just need to find a dry bit. Oh, jeez. No dry bit. Let's sit on the arm for a minute. Azra. Right. So I am just stretching this all out, guys, at the bottom. Here you can't see really, but Azra. Just giving it a stretch, and then we're going to be onwards. Literally about 30 seconds. It'll probably make zero difference once you start walking again, but it's making it feel better now. Right, let's do it. Right, onwards. I'm getting quite warm now, guys. Hopefully wherever you're watching from, it's far more comfortable than I am right now. As I said over the weekend, we went through 1,000 subscribers, and For me, the channel is complete now. Whatever happens after this, well, there's the swan's just taken off. I don't know if you can see that. We'll go and have a look down there, see if we can see any babies or anything quickly. See if we can see the cichlids. Might be down there. This is traditionally where they are, if they are here. No, no, can't see any. Is there anything in the stream? Not really. Okay, right, Azra, let's cross. Azra, Azra. Good thing it's nice and quiet this time of day, isn't it, guys? We can do that little bit of exploring. They might be on the other side of the bridge. We'll have a look in a minute. But the swan definitely took off from that side. Come on, lead on. But I think you'll agree if you were watching yesterday, there's absolutely no way little Ralphie could have been out this morning. Or he could have, but I'd have had to have picked him up. Because he'd have been struggling by now. I don't know how far it is. We've even... it's coming up a couple of miles. Come on. Now, we always have a choice here. We can either cut back across the fields, or we can go into the village. I think this morning we're going to cut across back. No, we'll go straight on. Otherwise, it sort of ruins the circle. Come on, Azra, lead on. That was a fast train just whizzing through behind us. Obviously, as I said, just a little bit ago. Looks like only one train an hour stops at these smaller stations until maybe after 7, 8 o'clock. It is bank holiday Monday, as I say, so it might even be later than that today. Azra, lead on, come on. No idea today, to be honest. All I know is that did free up my Achilles a little bit. Sitting down on the bench only for a few moments, but just helped me stretch it out. Oh. So we're going to go back through the church that way, I think. Last time I came through here, it was pitch black and it wasn't really a bit spooky. Here we are. Come on. Got a dog coming on the other side, so good thing we are cutting into the church. Yep. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, it was pitch black the last time we came through here, guys. It was a little bit spooky. Don't do spooky. Well, we've got little Ralphie online. Good morning to you, wifey. How are you? We'll be pleased to know we've been out for quite a long stroll this morning. Been over to Meldriff and then back again. Obviously just me and Azra this morning. Little Ralphie being her alias for Obviously, Ralph Arrow, the dog. Her name is not Little Ralphie, as most of you will know if you've been watching the channel for a while. Go on, no, 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 no. Good girl. Go this way, Ezra. Okay, so now we're back onto the high road where most of you that have been following will know exactly where we are. Ah, joy, as soon as we cross over, got a car coming the other way. Should have stayed on the other side. Come on. Waiting for everyone else to wake up. Well, got busy boarding this morning, I think, by the sound of it. Remember to get the group photo. I don't want to see why. Don't want to say why can't people be more like me, a very nocturnal creature, because I hate it. But once I'm awake in the morning, I just want to come on. It's just a squirrel. I just want to get up and get going. To be honest with you, once I get home, as I say, be chilling out. I am going to go out this morning actually with Mum. I'm going to go and look for a new photo frame. Just go and have a look around a couple of shops. Well, that'll take us up to lunchtime and then get home, do some tidying up. Not there's much to do. Run the Hoover around, then keep an eye on Julia and James's progress across the continent back to the UK. Come on, Azra, let's move. And the old Achilles is pulling again now. Didn't last for a long stretching it out, I tell you. There is another bench coming up, but I'm just going to get home now. I've had enough. Get home, get some gel on it, stretch it out again. Fine, so stretch it out. I assume that's 11 o'clock your time, so that would make it 10 o'clock here. Just confirm that. Yes, okay, fine. I think that's a very sensible decision with obviously what happened on Friday and obviously bank holiday traffic. I've been saying, if I know you weren't with me first thing, but I was saying if it was me doing what you guys are doing today, I'd be having breakfast and getting the hell out of there as soon as possible. So I'm so glad that's what you're doing. To be honest with you, give yourself a fighting chance of getting back at a sensible time. Well, suggest you adults crack the whip. Boys will be boys, especially 18, 15-year-olds. We've only got one 15-year-old and his bedroom is chaotic at best. Yes, Azra, you can have your bit of fun. You're never going to catch them, are you? Well done to James. I'm very surprised. I always think to myself, how much do kids actually do at home? I mean, James, we're quite lucky with actually. He will run the Hoover around for a fee. And when I do get cross with him, he will charge his room. Not for a fee. But he doesn't mind doing some jobs around the house, is my point. You are quite lucky from that point of view. Oh, my Lord. I don't even want to know the mess they made doing that. Burgers and pancakes. What a completely random concoction. I can understand if you said burgers and obviously the buns, but burgers and pancakes sounds foul. Not to eat together. Well, I should hope not. I actually didn't have any dinner last night. You'd be quite surprised to hear. The roast dinner I had at lunchtime yesterday was so filling. I had some snacks, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. But I couldn't be bothered to cook. I didn't need to cook. So I didn't. I've cooked every other day. Go on, Azra. I've not got takeaway once. You'd all be pleased to know I was saying, oh, I'm going to get takeaway just to make life easier. No, I've saved money and cooked myself. Go on, Ezra. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are getting towards the end of this stroll now. Do you know what, guys? That was only 2.27 miles. That's only a little bit longer than the stroll we do normally during the week. I would have said that was a hell of a lot longer. Feels it. In actual fact, it wasn't. Right, guys. We had chicken korma or beef, casserole and rice. That sounds far more pleasant and far more adult-like. Right, gonna wrap this up. Have a nice day, everyone. Safe journey to Julie and the rest of the crew. We will reconvene tomorrow on the live, and I'll see everyone else later on. Cheers, guys.